So rose the revel, and so fell the chain armor, the helms of iron, as bards sang thick and bedding beckoned. Up from the depths of blue deep winding, the terror drog came clawing at their slumbering halls, where warriors waged wars with wine dreams and fancy, alone in the fearful fasting. First one she seized up, alive with wicked pleasure, bones crushed and bodies beaten, as she painted the walls with gore, a screaming reverie. A curse-black sun rose high over hearth and hall. With dull blades drawn, they rose from cups, awake with horror, as silence gripped the tongues, grief and torment in grave hall, for Anrun had met the tomb, a long night's silence. By mandate of the High Spear, all warriors heeded the call, to hunt the beast drog to blood pall and fasting. With steel-taloned reach and venomous tongue they marched in her name. Anrun, Shadow Queen of Solsvard.
Where have you been? Everyone is waiting for Alder's wife to come up here and do something. Not sure what, exactly. They said that the new Scion is meant to enter the ring of the Watcher and accept the blessing of Akara. Whatever that means. They're waiting for you.
Why do you wound me, stranger? The Alpha despise me, the gnomes fear me, but with you I have no conflict. My ship, my crew, my island, you've taken everything. But you will not have the blessing of Akara. It is my birthright. Have you ever tasted death, my friend? Have you felt her sweet lips upon your cheek? I was a dead man. I had finally found the peace that had always escaped me in life. But then Akara brought me back, took my hand and fished me from my slumber. I did not choose to be this. When Akara learned what I truly am, he abandoned his creation, leaving me to walk this earth in anguish. He owes me. It is more than these fools realize. So much more. Akara is ancient. All of Amalur has passed before his eyes, the wise and the wicked, and he has passed judgment. When you receive his power, you become one with Akara and his will. The wisdom, the strength, the magic. It is the power to change the world. I am always too late. That is the game. Akara gives the Scion his blessing, and I am left with nothing. That power is mine. I am owed a future beyond this withering husk of a body. Everything was taken from me. Have you learned nothing on Gallows End? Fate cannot be chosen. It is thrust upon you. And as Akara dragged me from the heavens, I will drag you down to hell. The Baronet is eager to meet you, especially after what you did to his friends.
Surprised to see me? The truth is that you drew me here, not Akara. I've tried time and again to see your path, to read your weave. But I find nothing in the magic. Yet I have seen something new all on my own. It is hope, an opportunity to end the threat of dead Kell once and for all. That is what the Scion is meant to be. What you are. You are Akara's attempt to fix his own mistake. Go now, deep into Akara Tor, but do not go alone. You're destined to be joined by another. Alda's daughter? Yes, it is right that she go with you. Akara has torn her family to pieces. She will want revenge. Dead Kell
Watch my back.
awaits.
Beware the Watchers.
It's about time I met the omnipotent Akara. I can tell him how I feel to his face. he even exists. He's a tyrant, nothing more. We're captives here so long as Akara guides us. All my life I've heard of his benevolence, his protection. But what's he protecting me from? I'll tell you. Freedom. A whole world awaits us beyond these shores. A world I'll never discover. She is Akara's slave. A mouthpiece for the god himself. The mother deserved more of a life than that. She was a great woman. Is a great woman. Watch my back. imagined a lot of things, but I never imagined that.
Quickling, we have been waiting for you. Speak with us. Speak with Akara the Exile. We are but one branch of the great tree, the ring of Kyozai, the watchers of our withering world. Only as a god would we be heard. And only as disciples would the people listen. We were the 12, the sons and daughters of Ilagru, and the branches through which all wisdom whispers. We are the ring. To plant seeds, to inspire hope, to save. That is why we reached out to the Quickling. But look at what our influence has wrought. Such a monster can only be born from power. And power will be the tool to unmake him. That is what we want. The unmaking of Dead Kell. Yes, Quickling. That is why I created the Scion. You are the vessel through which destruction will finally find Dead Kell. That was always the purpose of the blessing. To give one individual the power to end this grievous cycle. Now, do what you came to do. End him. And end us. Think of it as one last offering to a grateful god. Akara will be no more.
So, it has come to this. I have nothing left to give you. Nothing but my hate. Nothing but my blade. The Alpha surprised me. Their war galleys waited just off the coast. Mages at the ready. It was over in seconds. Broken and bloody, I washed into these forgotten caverns and prepared my soul for eternity. It would have been a good place to die. That is when Akara, the fool, took it upon himself to save me. I had cheated the gallows, you see. I deserved that death in the cavern. I had won. From the moment that you crawled across our beaches, Akara has beckoned to you. He has called you by name. Through Alder, through the Old Man Key, and perhaps even through me. In you, Akara can purge himself of any guilt. That is why you must die. Because you have been given all the tools with which to conquer me. But Dead Kell does not surrender. Time means nothing to the powerful. You say I will die, but others have said that before. Sadly, we do not choose our fates. That is in the hands of the gods. I am a predator. Killing is what sustains me, but the sea does not judge. It only silences the screams. All I've ever done, I've done to survive. If only that were possible, my friend. I am a creature apart from death. I am fated to live as this for an eternity of hate. Akara's blessing should have been mine, but he did not deem me worthy of it. So I have no choice but to tear it from your broken body. You may be powerful, but not even you can beat back death.
gone. Yet here we stand, alive, and with the bright waves out ahead of us. It's life. It is all I know. As much as I desire to leave this place, it is my home. And it needs me now, more than ever. My mother is dead. My father is broken-hearted. There is much to be set right. You doing okay? Gallows End is where I belong. There's much to do to rebuild the village and repair morale. I'm just the woman to do it. There's a need for me on Gallows End. One that I dare say wasn't here for me before. Without my father's strong faith, the survivors will look to me for leadership. I'd be proud to follow him. Not as dangerous as he appeared, the dread pirate. Or perhaps you're just more powerful than any of us realize. I almost pity the poor creature. He gave all of his power to mortals so we could live and enjoy better lives. And what was his thanks? Dead Kel for an offspring. Tragic. There's no place I'd rather be. Took the loss of my mother, my god, and my one chance at escape for me to finally realize that. Gone. Both the old and the new. Never realised how much we needed them until they were taken, especially my mother. Pfft, you won't stay. You'll take Akara's power and leave. Every scion does. The Watchers. They don't look like much of a threat, but they'll melt the flesh from your bones if you so much as look upon the scion with malice. Stay with us.
Hi there!
It's time to go. I have waited years for this moment. He is one to be feared. Clever and charismatic, the epitome of a rogue. Or at least he was, before his untimely death. I wanted to believe him. Who doesn't want to hear that their dreams can become a reality? At first, I found it serene, an island of quiet in the bustle of our maddening world. But the call of home soon became unbearable.
Well.
Welcome back. How can I help you this fine day? I have seen him just the once. He was poking his skull-white face out from one of the Western fastings. Scary? Bah, not in the slightest. Only cowards lurk about in the mud and take what doesn't belong to them. You're scarier than he is. Always a pleasure.
You had me worried. Honestly, why do you act like that, throwing yourself headlong into dangerous situations? No more. Do you hear me? If you and I are going to woo, and woo with vigour, you're going to be more considerate of my needs. And there are many. Like sex. I mean sex. To show that you're my consort, you should take this. It's a sword. It was my mother's. She was a terrible person. Not as immortal as everyone supposed, was he? At least I had a hand in his defeat. As my mother always said, if you can't be the best at something, find the best, grab onto them, and never let them go.